everyone, so I am here with a game called Her Story. So I saw this on Steam and it looked really interesting. It's like a story based game where you have to watch videos of a woman being interrogated, and then you have to kind of piece all the bits together. I don't know how long this game was. I was reading the reviews. I think somebody said it only took them about an hour to complete, so it should be quite a short let's play, if not in one part. I'm not sure yet. I don't even know if I'm going to like this game, but it just looked really good and I thought it would be a good one for the channel. So I hope you will all enjoy this. Okay, so you're logged in as an authorized guest. We've got to search. I don't know, we're searching murder, so there's 4 entries found. So I guess we'll just watch this first one. I really don't know what I'm doing, but here we go. 0 minutes and 11 seconds, and let's play it.
You think it's murder? I mean, clearly it's murder. What can I do to help?
Okay, so she wants to help. I'm going to watch the second one, which is 12 seconds. So let's play this one.
Yeah, that's me. But February, and that was months ago. What's that got to do with Simon's murder?
Okay, so we learned that his name's Simon and it happened in maybe February. Okay, let's watch this one.
I didn't murder Simon. You've got it wrong. You've got the wrong person.
Okay, so she's saying she didn't do it. So, okay, listen to this one.
I'd like to speak to a lawyer now. Please. You have no murder weapon. You have nothing. And all these stories we've been telling each other. Just that. Stories.
Okay, so read to me. Okay, wait. I need to start here. Oh, we can move them. Okay, that's good. So, let's get rid of that one. Introduction to, we maybe should have done this first. So, introduction to the logic database. Computer technology is the backbone of modern police work. The logic database is one of the many continuing efforts to digitize our workflow and preserve digitize. Why could I not get that word? Okay, so digitize our workflow and preserve evidence in a manner which will allow you to work more efficiently. In the coming years, the computer will continue to be the most valuable item in your crime fighting toolkit. This database contains footage transferred from the existing homicide and serious crime tape archive at Portsmouth. It has been automatically stored using our ASR technology. Each statement made by the interview participants is stored separately so they can be tagged for submission to court. The audio has been digitally stenographed and the content of the testimony is attached to each clip. To retrieve a clip, type in the word, e.g. robbery, into the search, click search, and the database will return all clips in which the speaker uses that word. To narrow a search, use multiple words, so robbery, supermarket. If you are working from a printed transcript, you can be even more precise. Use inverted commas to search for the exact match against the entire statement, e.g. yes, I was there. Okay, to store a clip for later reference, click Add to Session. Also, if you wish to add additional tags of your own to help future searches, please click in the user tags box and type in your desired tags. For any further assistance, please contact your department's information technology representative. Okay, so that's that one, and then this one we have. Here's the database. I filed a Freedom of Information form to get your guest access. Everything seems to work. They transferred the videos of the original tapes in 1999, and then the Y2K thing hit and they got mothballed. No one has touched them since. I couldn't find the server with the detective footage on. Possibly those tapes got damaged when the old archives were flooded in 97, but figured this would be enough. Take your time. Okay, so hack info. What does that say? That's for the Mirrors game? I don't know what this is. Let's see what this is though. Players 1's turn. Oh, okay, so we're playing a game right now. It's like a 2-player game though. I don't really know what I'm doing, honestly. I'm just clicking things. Okay, so that's that. Okay, so we need to get on with this. Alright, so this one is where she was talking about the murder. So, wait, this one's one where she wanted a lawyer. So I'm going to type lawyer into there. So that should say, yeah, that says lawyer now. This one, she was talking about Simon. Okay. And I think this one was, go away. Oh. Simon photo February. Okay, so that's that, and I want to then search for, I don't know, let's search for February. Okay, so that's the one we've already watched, so we've got this one to watch. So let's play it.
Well, I don't know. I probably had to pop out and get something, that's why I was speeding. And that wouldn't have been noted on my timesheet. But I really can't remember back to February.
Okay, so that was, she got the pictures of her obviously in her car speeding. So speeding. Okay. Let's look up Simon. Okay, so we have a lot here to watch. We've got 61 entries and we're limited to the first 5. Okay, let's play this one.
Simon Smith. He works at Ernst Brothers Glass. They do windows, all kinds of glass. Simon does the more special work. Mirror making, feature windows, artistic things. Really beautiful things.
Okay, so we learned what Simon does. So his name was Simon Smith. So I'm gonna write that down. Smith. And then we've got murderer making and artistic, and let's also put in glass. Okay, so that was that one. Let's listen to this one now.
Simon is 6 foot, darkish blonde hair, average build. He's clean shaven. If his beard grows, it goes ginger, so he shaves it. I mean, not that there's anything wrong with ginger hair. And border photo. They said a spring photo. This was taken last year on holiday in Rome. It's the best one I have.
Okay, so Simon was 6 foot. That's not 6, that's 5. He had dark blonde hair, ginger beard, clean shaven, and then she had a photo of him as well there, so I'm just going to put in those little details and we'll listen to this one now.
It's the Rockington Arms, The Rock. It's run by a nice couple, Peter and Susan. There's some other regulars there that Simon likes to drink with, and the barmaid they're having sometimes, Helen. Peter said Simon had been in and had a few drinks.
Okay, so we got somebody called Peter, and that's obviously in the bar where they were on holiday, which I've forgotten what she said now, dang it. So that was drinking. And was it Helen that she said?
It's the Rockington Arms.
Rockington Arms.
It's run by a nice couple, Peter and Susan. There's some other regulars there that Simon likes to drink with, and the barmaid they're having sometimes, Helen. Peter said Simon had been in and had a few drinks.
Okay, so Peter drinking, Susan, Helen, and it was called The Rock. I'm just putting these in so that I could remember them. Okay, I'm going to listen to this one now too.
Yes, there's an Amstrad one. No one uses it for very much. There's a printer so you can write letters on it. Simon sometimes plays games, you know, climb the tower, save the princess, that kind of thing.
Okay, so he plays games. She mentioned games there, but I'm just going to put that in there now, and we'll listen to this one play.
Simon isn't the type to run off or do anything crazy. Someone must have done something to him, or there must have been some kind of accident. So what do we do next?
Okay, so it was accident, and wouldn't run off. Okay, so that's those ones, and I wanted to go back to this little readme because I forgot what the store a clip for. Okay, hang on. Where's what I'm looking for? There was a bit where it spoke about to narrow the search, use multiple words. Okay, you can even be more if you are working from printed transcript. We don't have any printed transcript, do we? Okay, hang on. Right, so I wanted to add this one, add to session, and I didn't think that one was that important. I'm going to add this one to the session too, because I think that might have been like his last whereabouts, and we'll add that one to the session. And that's one I just added, and that's telling us about him, so we'll add that one to the session too. Okay, so I'm going to look up Peter, just see if, okay, so it's only that one that we've already got. Maybe Helen? I just want to, come on, there we go, Helen. Okay, so there's another one about Helen here.
No, I think he spoke to Helen. She said he was upset about her argument, but I'm not sure what else he said. He likes Helen. He likes blondes.
Okay, so argument and likes Helen, and I'm going to put in brackets that she's blonde, so we remember that. Let's add that to the session too, because I mean they did have an argument. So okay, so let's type an argument. I want to know more about this argument that they might have had, because I'm trying to figure out if maybe they're a couple or brother and sister. It feels more like a brother and sister. I don't know why, but let's go ahead and listen to this one.
So, it was Friday evening. We had an argument. He left. On Saturday, he didn't come back. I waited all day. He was supposed to go help Eric out with something on the Saturday afternoon. They had a job. He didn't show. So Eric was ringing on the phone. I checked at the Rock, that's our local. They said they'd seen him on the Friday night, but not since. He still wasn't back this morning. It just isn't like him at all. Still not back by dinner time. It's getting dark again. So I decided to come and see you. His parents haven't heard anything either.
Okay, so I'm thinking maybe they are a couple then, because they've not got the same parents. But so he left on Friday. Oh, come on. Left on Friday. And there was a thing in the middle that she said. She had to meet somebody, or he was meant to meet somebody. Eric didn't show. Or didn't show for Eric. We'll put that. Oh my god, I can't type. I'm sure that was his name. And last seen the Rock. Okay, we'll add that to our session. Alright, we've watched that one. Let's watch this one. Play.
There's married couple stuff. A stupid argument. Nothing specific. No one knows how to push your buttons better than those you're close to.
So they were married. Okay, so let's just type in married. Stupid argument. Okay. We'll add that to our session too. We'll listen to this one.
No. I mean, yes, we have arguments, but he never runs off. He always comes back. We make up. It's always that way.
Okay, so they have arguments, but he doesn't, like, they always make up, so I'll just type always make up. I'm not going to add that to the session because I didn't feel that that one was that important. Let's play this one.
Yes. He left after the argument. It was about 8 o'clock.
Okay, so he left at 8. Left at, I think that would probably be 8 p.m, so I'll just put 8 p.m. there. And I'm going to add that to our session too, because that's a new thing that we learned. So I'm going to type in married because I want to know more about that. So there's 12 entries found for that one, but of course we only get to see the first 5. Okay, let's play this one.
A long time. We got married when I was 17.
Okay, so married at 17. We'll put that. And this one, play.
Childhood sweethearts. Something like that. Are you married, detective?
Okay, so childhood sweethearts. Sweethearts. Okay, and I'm not going to add that to the session either. Okay, let's play this one.
When you've been married for 10 years, stuff accumulates. You could argue about anything. And he's so nice. That doesn't help. He tries to smooth things over, and that just makes it worse. We're both passive-aggressive, so we never normally argue directly about anything.
Okay, so he's nice and never normally argue. Okay. I might add that to our session. Okay, let's try this one.
I got pregnant. Both our parents had a big powwow. We weren't even in the room. And they decided we should get married.
So I'm assuming that means that she's got pregnant at 17. Because pregnant, is that right? I don't know. At 17. So they obviously got pregnant at 17, and then their parents made them get married. So parents made them get married. Okay, so let's add that to session. And I think I'm going to now search for that one. Okay, so there's a few about this too. There's 10 entries found. Let's play this one.
Yes, I'm fine. I won't be sick again. This happens some days. I'm pregnant. It's morning sickness.
Okay, so she's pregnant again. Again. Okay, add that to our session. Right, let's play this one.
No. Well, yes. You found out on my birthday. I told him I was pregnant.
Okay, birthday. Out on BD. We're gonna have to look up birthday as well. Okay, let's play this one.
It's Rapunzel. The story starts when she's born. Mother Gothel, a witch, takes Rapunzel from her parents and keeps her locked up in this tower. Rapunzel gets pregnant by the prince, and Mother Gothel is furious, so she cuts off her hair and throws it. Actually, her hair's already short here, so that's already happened. So she throws her into the wilderness, and Rapunzel is reunited with the prince, who's blind. But she kills him with her tears, and so it's a happy ending. Is that too much?
Oh yeah, I don't really know what that one's about. We got an achievement. It's a happy ending. So let's just put Rapunzel here. I don't really get that one yet. We'll play this one.
When I arrived in Glasgow, I was exhausted. The streets were empty. I was driving badly. And I hit a taxi. Not a big crash, just paintwork. The guy was so pissed off because I didn't have a driving licence on me. But when I told him I was pregnant, he made sure I got to the hospital so they could check me out. It was fine. The hospital must have details when I was looked at. There's a scratch on the car.
Okay, so car crash. Car crash. What else? Taxi. Hospital. Oopsie. Oh, no driver's license. Okay, let's add that to our session. Or not? No? Did it? I don't know if it did. What's happening? What's happening, game? Are you okay? Oh gosh. Don't want to do that. Come out of that. Okay. So I think I added it. Yeah, it did. Okay, so what I want to look up now is I actually want to look up glass work. Okay, glass work. Okay, that only comes up with the one. What else can we look up? Mirrors. Oh, we got a few for that one. Okay, let's try this one.
My name is Hannah. H-A-N-N-A-H. It's palindrome. It reads the same backwards as forwards. It doesn't work from here, though. It's not quite symmetrical, but well, I mean, you get the idea. Sorry. Hannah Smith. I live at 31 Gladstone Street.
Gladstone Street. I'm going to take that from that. Okay, add that to our session. And let's look at this one now.
It wasn't the present so much. It was one of those arguments that had been simmering for a while. The present was a mirror. A nice mirror. He'd engraved the glass, the kind of mirror a princess would have in a story. He made it specially for me.
Okay, so mirror gifts. Alright. Let's try this one.
The mirror. I can't remember. I put it somewhere safe. Upstairs, I think. I haven't looked at it since.
Okay, so that's just about that mirror again. I'm not going to add anything new to that one. Can this like go away? There we go. And we'll play this one.
Silverleaf? No. He normally silvers them properly. This mirror, it's supposed to look antique. The reflection isn't as good. It's the perfect mirror for someone who doesn't like to look at their own reflection.
Okay, so that must be mirror evidence? Let's do that. I don't really know if we're getting anywhere, honestly. Let's look up her... Let's look up child, because I think they have a child together. Okay, let's play. Well, she's pregnant there, but I think that they had a child at 17. So let's play.
Yes. I read a lot as a child and watched lots of TV. Then the doll's house we had, we still have in the attic. It's kind of a fairy castle. We used to play out there and make up our own stories.
Okay, so let's say doll's house. Doll's house. Okay. Let's play this one.
Yeah, we were 17. It was a nice wedding, people said. Simon looked very handsome in the photos. His parents paid for everything, but he's an only child, so it was important to them. It was what they called a shotgun wedding, but if you looked at the photos, you couldn't tell. The dress was beautiful. It looked like Princess Diana's. The train wasn't quite as long though. There's a great photo of the bridesmaid helping to carry it out of the car.
Okay, so nice wedding, and I was gonna put something else there. Oh no, what was it? I forgot what I was gonna write. I can't remember. No, it was something about Simon. Oh, only child, only child. Okay, add that to our session. Okay, and let's watch this one.
No, it was just me and her. Eve was the name they were going to call their first child. They talked about it and were going to try when he came back. Florence's family had a history of firstborn girls, so they were convinced it was going to be a girl. It's hard to know if this is all true. These are stories I remember, that I read when I was a child. Maybe I misread, maybe I misunderstood. Sometimes it's hard to remember what happened last week.
Okay, so Florence? Forgot how to spell it. Florence family? Eve? It was either Eve or Eva. I can't remember. Let me type in Eve. Oh my god. Eve. Okay, hang on. Right, let's watch these ones.
Well, my friend Eve. I mean, she was a friend from when I was a kid. And she was always more popular with the boys, and I used to hate her for it. I mean, really hate her sometimes.
Okay, so Eve, friend, when, child. Okay, and play this one?
Yes. We'd fight. We fought on the beach once, and I held Eve's head underwater. There was no one else around. It was at the far end of the beach, and I held her head under, and I kept it out. And for a moment, I just wanted to kill her and watch her drown. But that was it. It was just a moment. We were made up after. It was a love-hate relationship.
Okay, so that's kind of strange. So wanted to kill Eve. Alright, add that to our session. Right, let's play this one now.
A police station. Yeah. When I was young, we ran away on my birthday. Bob Dylan was playing in London and we thought we could break into his tour bus and have him take us with him. The taxi driver we paid to drop us off, I mean, we'd saved money, pinched a bit here and there to pay for the fare. He was suspicious because we were so young, so he told the police. So they came and picked us up and took me back to Portsmouth. My mum picked me up from the station. But I blamed everything on my friend Eve. So my parents let me off.
Okay, so ran away and blamed Eve, and it was Portsmouth. Okay, we'll add that one too. And play this one.
What are you doing talking about Eve? Poor Simon.
Okay, so upset. Poor Simon. I don't know. Let's add that. I think the tapping was kind of suspicious. I don't know why I did, but I just do. So let's add that to our session and play this one.
My mother called me Eve.
Mother called her Eve. That's kind of strange. I'm gonna just type in Eva, see if anything comes up with Eva. No, nothing. Okay. And okay, so when we type in Florence, that comes up. So we could watch these ones.
Across the road, where my parents first lived there, was a midwife called Florence. When Hannah was born, I was born at the same time. The midwife was there to help. I'd been throttled by the cord, probably wrapped around my neck by Hannah. The midwife told my mother I was dead. But I wasn't. She wrote all this stuff in a diary. Amazing what people will admit to on paper.
So, does she have multiple personalities then? Because I thought she was Hannah, but now she's saying basically that she's Eve? Hang on, let me watch that one again.
Across the road, where my parents first lived there, was a midwife called Florence. When Hannah was born, I was born at the same time. The midwife was there to help. I'd been throttled by the cord, probably wrapped around my neck by Hannah. The midwife told my mother I was dead. But I wasn't. She wrote all this stuff in a diary. Amazing what people will admit to on paper.
Okay, so she's Hannah's twin. when taken by midwife, and yeah, let's add that to our session. Okay, let's play this one.
Florence took me home with her. Mother hadn't been expecting twins and had a healthy baby. I guess she was just happy for Florence to clean up, take away the evidence that this was anything but a happy occasion.
Okay, so she took her. Okay, add that to our session. Like, let's play this one.
Florence raised me in her home. I never left it. She kept me out of sight. It wasn't odd for people to see a midwife with a baby, carrying in supplies, washing nappies, that sort of thing. I never knew any different. I grew up looking out of my window and seeing her across the road. I thought it was like a reflection in a mirror. She was me.
Okay, so lived across the road. The roads. This is getting interesting now. It really is. Okay, let's play this one.
Florence was a warm, kind person. But she was broken, I guess. When I found her diary, I also found a biscuit tin with other stuff in it. Older papers, letters, that kind of thing. Her story wasn't there. I never really spoke to her about it. I was far too young to really understand, I guess. I just put it together later, once I was older. She had loved children, planned to have a large family, but her husband died in the war. And that was back when you married for life. She never felt like she could marry again. Isn't that strange? She was a widow from her 20s. But, I mean, I guess it was different then. You know, you married for life and she felt she could never marry again. I guess it was harder, a war widow. One of the dead. I don't know, maybe there was more to it than that. I don't really know.
Okay, so war widow, 20s, and found diary. Okay, so I'm gonna add that one to session because that one had a lot of information in it. So let me, I'm actually gonna go back a bit here because I didn't actually search this. Pregnant 17. Okay, there's one.
No. The parents decided there would be a wedding. And after the wedding, Hannah moved in with his parents. There was no way I could follow. So we were separated again. I stayed in the attic. It was hard. It's like I suddenly didn't exist. I would sneak out, but in case anyone recognised me, I started wearing a wig. Hannah and I would meet up in the park. I was trying to get pregnant. But I couldn't. I mean, I couldn't do it with anyone we knew, so it was sex with strangers. Drunk guys I'd met in clubs, parks and alleyways. I was 17. It felt like I was being punished. But it was Hannah who had betrayed us. I had to stop when one of the guys gave me an STD. When we met up, it was disturbing. For the first time, my reflection, she didn't look like me. She was fatter, flushed. If anything, I was getting skinnier. I found it hard to look sometimes. We talked about what to do. Was it time to become our own people? I mean, that seemed like the right thing to do, but neither of us wanted it. We agreed that her and Simon would get their own place as soon as possible, and then I could move in. And that was the plan.
Okay, so there was quite a lot of information in that one. So lived in the attic, STD, trying to get pregnant, moving in with Hannah and Simon, and skinnier. So let's add that to our session, and I'm gonna look up, see if there's any more about the STD thing. So there is, there's this one, it's 1 minute and 7 seconds, so let's play this one.
I was living in the attic. It was a very hard time. I was depressed, was still pretty sick of the STD. And I came down one morning and they were dead. They were in bed and both had been sick. They'd thrown up a lot. And I'd slept through it. The police said it was the mushrooms they ate. Dad was a mushroom expert. I mean, he used to take us picking with him and he taught us how to recognise them. And there's no way he would have picked death caps. But the police believe that's what happened. They never even looked in the attic.
Okay, so dead parents, mushroom, and yeah, add that one. And I think now I'm going to look up dead parents. We've watched that. Mushroom. Okay, so there's a couple here, and these ones look like they're actually back to being Hannah now. So let's watch these ones.
No. The whole thing was wrong. The bags, I think they were from our kitchen. You can probably check that. We never go into the cellar. It's just a place we put things we don't need. Dad used to grow mushrooms there. The bags were taped up. I think it was parcel tape, but I think it was ours.
I have no idea what that one's about. Let me play it again. I'm confused.
No. The whole thing was wrong. The bags, I think they were from our kitchen. You can probably check that. We never go into the cellar. It's just a place we put things we don't need. Dad used to grow mushrooms there. The bags were taped up. I think it was parcel tape, but I think it was ours.
Okay, so I'm just going to type in bags taped up parcel tape. Okay, add that. Right, let's watch this one.
They said it was food poisoning. There was something in the food they ate. My dad liked to pick mushrooms, grow them too. They said it was the mushrooms. It was hard to believe. Death caps. They have a skirt around the cap. My dad taught me that. But, I mean, the police had no reason to think it was suspicious. They lived alone. and no one had any reason to hurt them.
Okay, I'm gonna put in death caps. Okay. So what I think I'm actually going to do is I'm going to end this part here. It has been about 45 minutes and I still think we've got quite a way to go before we figure this thing out. So I'm really enjoying this though, and I hope that you guys have as well. Don't forget to leave a like and things if you did, and I'll speak to you all soon. Bye everyone.